everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah and today we are going to be doing a quarantine makeup look. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be starting with the Wet n Wild Primer Serum. You can use any primer that you'd like, whatever is your favorite. This one has glitter in it and I'm testing it out, so I don't even know if I like it yet, but I guess I'll find out. It smells really good. It smells like watermelons. I love watermelon. So I'm also going to be using a BB cream. You can use a skin tint, you can use a light coverage foundation, whatever works for you. Whatever you have will work. I just mix everything. So I am mixing my own little skin tint and that's what I'm going to be using today. I am going to be applying that with my e.l.f. sponge. Use whatever sponge you have, use your hands. It does not have to be perfect. If you need to, you can always go in and spot conceal any blemishes you have. Those under eyes, my lids. So now that you have that BB cream on or skin tint, whatever you chose for your base, you can go in with a concealer. Now I use the e.l.f. concealer, the hydrating one, because it looks pretty good on the skin and it's very hydrating and I like a nice hydrated under eye. So you use whatever concealer you like, and I just put a little bit under my eyes just to conceal my dark circles. I bring it onto my lid just to cancel out any redness or any blue. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it does help a little bit. I don't expect it to be perfect. I just want to look a little more put together. I want to look like I'm wearing makeup, but not wearing. This is just what I do. I just use whatever's left on my sponge and I go ahead and put it over a couple of my blemishes. After that, I will use my Hoola contour stick. And this is just an easy way to add a little color to your skin. Make it look like you've been sitting out in the sun. You can skip this step altogether. It looks fine without it. During quarantine, you want to make sure you're feeling your best, because I know it's hard for everyone and you just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. So if that means you had to put on a little bit of makeup, so be it. So do that for yourself. I am using my ColourPop Between the Sheets blush. I am just adding that all over my cheeks. If you don't have a cream blush, you can always use the powder. I just like cream products because they look a little more effortless on the skin. They look like they're kind of coming through your skin instead of sitting on top of it. So I like to put it in the center of my face, make it look a little more youthful. And I also like to add it on top of my nose because the sun naturally hits you on your nose. When you're out in the sun, you get a sunburn, it's always on your nose. So this is my personal preference. I like to put it around my nose, skip this step, add this step in, whatever you want to do. This is just what I do. I'm also using the ColourPop Flexitarian highlighter. This is super reflective and it's almost like squishy. And I love this highlighter. If you don't have this, you need to get it. It's so good. This highlighter is blinding. So whatever you have will work. This is just what I like to do. So I just kind of dip my sponge in there and hit the top of those cheekbones. Very, very reflective. So be careful with this. If you have a cream or a liquid highlighter, that would also work. Just be careful not to overdo it because you do want this look to be a little natural and pretty. I put a little bit on my nose, make it look a little more buttony because it is anything but buttony. But that's what I'm doing. You can put it on the inner corners if you want. You can really put it anywhere. Just put it all over your face. You know what? If you need to look nice and glowy, just put highlighter all over your face. You're good to go. So the next step I'm going to be doing is not necessary, but it's something that I like to do during quarantine. I just started doing it recently. I do have a little bit of natural freckles going on my nose, but I'd like to add a little more. So I'm using my ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner in the shade Mr. Bing. So I'm going to be using this as faux freckles today. You can skip this step. Totally up to you. You can use eyeshadow, you can use eyeliner, depending on what kind of eyeliner it is. Totally up to you. I like to add this all over just randomly. It's going to look crazy, but we're gonna pat those out and make them look a little more natural. Can you imagine if I just left this like this and went into the store, or Drew came home and he's gonna be like, what you doing, babe? You have my makeup looking like this. I'm like, do you like my makeup? No. So now that I have those all over, I'm just going to be patting them out. You can do this before you put on your cream blush and highlighter, bronzer. You can do it afterwards, whatever you want to do. If you need more, add more. You can add less. You can not do this step altogether. I just think it's cute. It's something that I've been doing recently, so I figured I would include it in this video if it's my quarantine makeup look. So that is what I have going on. And I also put it over my pimple. Stubborn pimples, you want to cover them, put a freckle over it. I mean, it still kind of looks like a pimple, but it looks a little more like, oh, is that a freckle or is that a pimple? We like to think that it is a freckle and not a pimple. So I am going to put a couple freckles around the pimple, on the blemish, to make it look like it is a freckle. So that's it. You can add more, you can add less, it doesn't really matter. Personal preference. I am going to be setting down my concealer because it has creased on me, as you can see. So just a little bit. I think I even put too much. So just pat it on the back of my hand and go in under my under eyes and even on my lids. Crease pretty bad. So I powdered over some of those freckles, so I'm just gonna go back in with my ColourPop gel eyeliner and add some more. So just as many as you want. Go crazy, go light-handed, it doesn't really matter. Whatever makes you feel good, do that. If this video inspires you to do a whole face of makeup, do that. You know, do whatever makes you feel the best. So this makes me feel really good. When I'm on quarantine, I just want to look a little put together. So I am going to be adding some of my favorite mascara. I just do a very, very light coat. And now for the brows. You can put on a full brow if you want. I have pretty good brows as is. I'm just going to spoolie over them really quick to get any product off of them. Then I'm gonna add my 24-hour brow setter to my brows just to slick them down so they're not crazy, because my brows get really crazy really fast. Say I don't want to do all this makeup. If I'm going to the store or if I am going anywhere, I have to put brow gel in because my brows will look like this. They're just crazy. If I don't put brow gel in, this is what my brows look like because they have a mind of their own and they're crazy. So I always make sure to put brow gel in. You don't have to. But if I want to look not like a crazy woman, I always add brow gel. So that is what I'm doing. This is my favorite step because once I get those brows slicked down, I am feeling more like myself. All right, guys, that's pretty much the makeup look. Sometimes I will add a tinted lip balm to this, just something to spice it up just a little bit. You can add gloss to this makeup look. You can really customize it however you like. I don't have my tinted chapstick with me, so I'm just gonna stick with this. I think it looks really pretty. It makes me feel so much better. Even if I put brow gel in, if I put highlighter on, anything will make me feel better at this point. So do whatever that is. Just, you know, just make yourself feel better. This is the finished makeup look, guys. Something super easy. I just wanted to feel good today during quarantine. I'm not going anywhere today, but I still wanted to look pretty. So this is what I've been doing on those days. I add to it, I take away some steps. It's just kind of what you're feeling that day. Anything to make yourself feel good. So This is about self-care and just feeling good. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.